This is the first of several series for our popular Trophies from Above collection. I hope you not only enjoy these, but I hope you're able to use this information and take it to your own hunting lands to better manage your herd. Now let's get started. Here's a long-time 8-point buck that anyone would be happy to harvest. He looks to be almost fully mature, but in any intensive program, it won't matter. He doesn't have the number of points to ever score very high, so go ahead and harvest him before he breeds this year. Oh, and did you see that rabbit? I love it. I really, really love it. Here's a middle-aged stud. Notice his thin shoulders and neck and sharp-edged ears. He isn't mature yet, but a real nice buck. You really need to be careful with this buck after the rut because the inward left G4 might get broke off when he gets in a fight, rubbing his antlers, and it'd be a shame to harvest this buck as an accident. So let him walk one more year, but be very careful. Now here's a mature stud buck for sure. Check out his flat, wide back, his big belly, his swollen knees, and wide skull. He has an outstanding tine length and will score well, so take him this fall after he breeds. Check out this super mature, giant, wide, great 8-pointer. Wow, look at that frame. His neck is wide, his body is wide, and his rack is even wider. This buck has what I refer to as redeeming qualities. I'd still take him this year if given the opportunity, but not before calling my taxidermist and having him on standby. This is a great 8-point buck. Here's a great example of two body forms. The buck in the front is mature because his back is flat and wide. His neck is more full, and look how wide he is between the antlers. Now, look at the obvious yearling buck. Hips are obvious, shoulder blades are obvious, thin neck, large ears, and narrow skull. This is a great example of interpreting the buck size relative to age. Look at this old man. The photo's good enough, but look at his shadow. Look at his huge sagging belly, the deep chest, the thick neck, the deep skull, and the blunt nose. This buck is so old, his rack is getting weird. Do him a favor and put him down and out for the breeding season. Harvest this deer this fall. This buck is difficult to age from this photo. I see slanted shoulders, narrow hips, and an average neck. His skull looks wide, but his antlers are so impressive we sure don't want to make any mistakes by harvesting him too early. My advice on this buck is to try and get more footage of him, maybe trail cameras, maybe daylight observations, but we need to hold off and make a better educated decision. This buck is hauling the mail. He's stretched out flat, and it makes it harder to age him, but I see some hips, shoulder blades, a semi-full neck, large ears, and a narrow skull. His antlers are light colored and of great quality, so I'm pretty sure this buck is not yet fully mature and should not be harvested this fall. This old buck is crashing headlong into the whitebrush thicket. The yellow ear tag tells me he's a 4-year-old buck, but since that's cheating, let's look at his body. Notice his hips, only semi-full belly, shallow shoulders, barely a full neck, and narrow skull. This buck is a wild buck born in a DMP pen, and he is a great buck indeed. He won't be harvested for at least another 3 years, and I look forward to watching him grow and improve over the years. And here is a buck that is hard to age due to the photo and sunlight angle. I know this deer to be a 5-year-old buck, but let's take another look. He barely has hips, his belly is full, and his neck is getting thick. Notice how his skull is wide, and he has nice, dark, massive antlers. He is a true stud of a typical buck, but he won't be taken this fall, or maybe perhaps next. If you want giant bucks, you gotta pass on young giant bucks. Thanks for viewing this first series, and keep your eyes out for more. We have many great bucks in the pipeline, and we can't wait to share them with you all. Thank you.